Hey guys, and welcome back to the Hobby Dude 007 channel. A little behind on my channel signature vehicle, my updated version, and we're going to do a little bit to that today. And while things on it are drying, we're going to jump back on Mustang Sally, so let's get started. Bring your model to life with MCV products. Visit them on the World Wide Web at mcvproducts.com. All right, guys, so what we're going to do today is we are going to get some color on both the interior of the body and the interior done here. We're also going to be working on building up bulkhead. You know how a lot of these things, and by the way, there it is. Since the last time you saw it, it's been reprimed and rough sanded again. And what we want to do today is put a bulkhead right here on the inside across there. You know how a lot of these metro vans and delivery vans, they had a wall right here. Well, I'm not being very, there we go. A wall right here with a little sliding door in it. So we're going to create that. I don't know that I'll put the door in it because a lot of these, the driver would get out and go get the stuff to deliver out of the back. But we do want to build that there, and I do want to put some windows back to that. I don't know if I'll put a cage or any like plexiglass type thing in there yet, but we're going to do that. I'm going to show you how I'm going to mark it and get that ready. And lastly, we're going to actually get color on this thing. Again, as far as the interior is concerned, all up in here, and maybe even get the chassis colors done, but we'll see. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first up, for that bulkhead, and by the way, for that bulkhead, I've gotten some of the Evergreen 30 thousandths, which is number 9030, 9030, and this is 30 thousandths thick. These come with 2 sheets, and it's more than enough to do a couple of these things. But what I want to do first is I want to take a pencil and I'm going to go down in here and write, you know what, light really stinks. There we go, right down to the floor there where the floor is in. I'm going to make a mark. I'm going to do that on the other side there too. And okay, there's our mark. And on that side, sorry guys, I just can't get the light right, and there's our mark there. So what we're going to do is take our Murphy's rule. We're going to go from the bottom to that spot, and it's 2 1/4 inches exactly. So we know from here to the floor pan is going to be 2 1/4 inches, and then coming across about exactly 2 3/4 inches. So we're going to be cutting that out, and then we'll have to measure and set where the window or the view for the back will be. So I'm going to go ahead, based on our measurements there, go ahead and grab us a sheet of plastic out, and I'll probably cut it a little big. That way, if as I need to, I can sand it to fit. But we do want a good snug fit in here. So, and by the way, I had mentioned that I'd taken the Metro off of it. There was also a little bit of a scoop looking thing right here in the front. I wanted that to be kind of smooth, so as you can see, we took that off, sanded it down, got a good coat of primer on that too. This needs to be sanded, the front end. The rest of it, as you can see, has got just a light sand with some 1000 on it, and we'll be doing that again. Don't know that I'll put another coat of primer on it quite yet, but we'll see. Okay guys, let me get the bulkhead cut out and I'll be right back. We have our bulkheads done, as I showed you, using just those measurements that we took. I just went just a fraction over, and then I had to sand them just a little bit. I made an extra, and I'm going to tell you about that in just a sec, but I'm going to make one more, and you'll see why in a minute. But just kind of smoothed off the edges, snipped the corners, and then sanded these to fit the roof line. The only place I had to take a little off before I cut any of this out when it was like this was just along the bottom. I want it to be a good snug fit. It's easier to take a little bit off at a time than it is to try to put something back on or have to do it all over again. But using the measurements, our Murphy's rule and our dial caliper, we measured distances and all that stuff, got everything squared away. Let's start with this rear one. The extra one I made was actually for the rear, and I put it back here, and you see the kind of depth that's in there. What I'm going to do is I have a picture on my computer in my files, stock pictures of like a whole wall of models that I took, and it's going to look like it's just a stack of models inside there. So inside the glass you got a little depth, and you'll be able to see the stash in there. And once this one is in, and I'm thinking I'm going to display this with this door maybe slid part way open, something like that. But behind this bulkhead, I'm going to cut another one of these and have a stash on it, and it'll be back in here where you can see, well, there we go, where you'll be able to see it in there behind that too. Just like through that back window, you'll be able to see the stash through there too. And as far as the mesh, I've got this stuff, guys, in all kinds of tight weave, loose weave, mesh, all that kind of stuff, but I thought this one was about the right way. And the cool thing with this is if you want to make a diamond pattern or something, all you got to do is just kind of, you see how I'm doing this? And you get kind of that diamond. Well, I don't think I'm in focus there, but you get the idea. But for some reason, I like this kind of oblong. So what I'm thinking about doing is like that. And then again, I may do it more like, I don't know yet. Anyway, you get the idea. But I'll have that on there and on the door. But everything, as I said, lines up really, really good. Once I trimmed that down just a little bit on the bottom, it pretty much, that was it. All this took, I don't know if I said, but about 45 minutes to do. And as you can see, right along the top, the shape fits. Right along the bottom on the floor there, everything is good. Yeah, I think that's going to look really, really good. Now we can go ahead and from that bulkhead forward, we're going to be doing white. All of it will be a gloss white in there. From right about here forward, same thing. And we'll do like we did with my Hobby-Do 007 mobile workbench and the 40 Ford sedan delivery. We'll have carbon fiber over the doghouse here. We'll have a little carbon fiber probably around the instrument panel, I think. I'm not sure what I want to do there yet. I was going to do these tubs that we made, the front wheel wells, kind of do those in carbon fiber, but I don't know. I think the white might look better there. Not totally sure yet. We're just going to play with that a little at a time. But I think it's going to look pretty good. But we want to go ahead and get that done today. I'll go ahead and get... now, this, by the way, I'm going to use bare metal... I think I'm going to use bare metal aluminum to cover the door in this before I put the mesh down. I'm not totally sure yet. I may end up painting it, but I'm thinking that will look pretty good. I was going to do it white to match the rest of the interior, but I thought that polished aluminum might look better. So I can always peel it off if I don't like it. But yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. I'm going to do a little more sanding in a couple of spots, get some of these pencil marks off. But we'll go ahead right now and get the white up in here, and at least from here forward, and then we'll deal with, I think what I'm going to do back here where you're not going to see much of anything is do it in either a flat black or a semi-gloss. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the white on there, and we'll deal with it. All right, be back. Okay, guys, finally got our first colors on here. We'll start here with the interior. As you see, we've got the gloss white on here. And as I've mentioned, there'll be a carbon fiber panel on top of the doghouse. I don't know what I'm going to do in the floor down here yet. I think I did some embossing powder on the floor in the 40, but I may leave this alone. I kind of like that. This part right here is the one that gets me. I mean, I really like that gloss there. So I don't know if I'm, and that'll help brighten up the cab, but I don't know if I want to put anything down here or not. I'm thinking about that. And I definitely like these wheel tubs that I made in the white. But there'll be carbon fiber here. But it looks pretty good. I'm gonna let this dry overnight a little bit more, and then we'll mask this off and get our semi-gloss black back here and on the bottom of the chassis. Went ahead also and did our interior white, and as you can see here, well, I got to put it in right. There we go. That really is kind of bright in there, which I like that. That's what we were going for, something to make it a little light in there. And we'll do the red panels like we did on the 40 Ford. And you can go back and watch that video. We had a little red panel on the inside of the door on the lower section. But I think this is gonna look pretty good. The seats, just like with the 40, we did in that kind of a oxblood deep red, and hit this with some dull coat. This is just Tester's 1204 dark red, and after this cures, I'll probably give this till tomorrow as well. I'm going to add some white piping to this, probably around the edge. I'll show you how I'm going to do that, and around the seat here, just something to give it a kind of cool look. And by the way, the stems that are masked off down here, those are actually the gloss white. I don't think I showed you that, but anyway, that's what the stem for the seats that go up were, is gloss white, and then the red seats. Let's see, the bulkhead, I went ahead and did this one in, I started to go ahead and do the bare metal foil, and I thought, you know, that's going to look a little too shiny, I think. So I went with primer, shot some primer on it, and then did the silver leaf. Sorry guys, I'm out of frame there. Then shot it with a Tamiya silver leaf. I'm going to add a rail back here on the back side for this door to actually track on. It'll give it a little bit of a dimension, but I'll be able to, well, I'm out of frame again there. But anyway, that'll give that a little bit of a dimension to be able to slide across there. So, and of course we'll get our wire mesh on there too. But we'll get this, I think I may have it open about that far, somewhere in here, and I may not, I don't know. We'll take a look. All right guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for tagging along. I'm going to get back on Mustang Sally. Got plenty to do there. And I think here a little bit, I'll get that black back here. As I said, let that be curing up too. And we'll be back to this in a few days. All right, guys. God bless. We'll see you in the next video.